Here reporting from the Coffee with a Googler stage on level 2 in the Moscone. I'm going to be chatting today with Ellie Powers, who's a product manager on the Google Play team, who gave us a wickedly great keynote this morning. Thanks, Ellie. So tell us all about what you do with Google Play and some of the stuff you spoke about in the keynote.
Well, so I'm a product manager, which means that I work on all sorts of new products and services for our developers and our users.
Okay.
So we're constantly trying to understand, as the world of Android grows, what do developers and users need to have a better experience? Okay. And so for users, that can mean, how do we surface the right apps to them? How do we help them find what they want? How do we help them explore and do the most with their phones and tablets that they possibly can?
Okay. Now, as a parent myself, I saw some of the stuff on families that you spoke about, and that looked really, really cool, because my kids use the Play Store all the time, and I don't want them to find anything inappropriate. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So we saw basically exactly what you've been seeing with your kids. We've seen that about a third of Android users in the US actually have kids under age 12. So that's a lot of parents who are out there trying to find the right content for their kids. And so we said we can do something that's better than what we've been doing before. And what we're so excited to have now is an easy way for parents to say, you know, let me find the right content for my kids. And the right content can mean appropriate for their age, but also aligned around their interests. So whether it's like a favorite character, if they're a big fan of, you know, Mickey Mouse or something like that.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer, that's my favorite. You know, they can go and find that content easily and be sure that that's going to be appropriate for their kids.
So if I'm a developer producing child-friendly content, how do I get it like filtered and filed and appropriately like listed in the store?
So if you're a developer on Google Play, you're already going into the Google Play Developer Console to publish your app and check on the latest stats, how much money you're making, things like that. And so if you just go in there, click on the app that you want to distribute into our family section, and then you go to a page called Pricing and Distribution, down at the bottom there's actually a little checkbox, and it just walks you through the process. It shows you exactly what the requirements are, and you can submit your app, and we'll let you know as soon as it's approved.
Okay, now, so is there some kind of smart work going on in the background to kind of pick characters out of the app and validate age appropriateness and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we really want to have a very, professional experience for the parents. We want them to be really confident in what they're finding. So we do go and make sure that it adheres to all the rules for the program, and make sure that, you know, we're not filing Dora the Explorer under Star Wars or something like that. So we'll make sure that you can actually find the right content.
I think a Dora the Explorer Star Wars crossover would be awesome.
That would be so awesome. I guess we'd have to put it in both places in that case.
Yeah, it'd be really, really neat. Now, I know you also do a lot of stuff with the developers console. Can you talk through a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the biggest challenges we're seeing that developers are facing today is that they want to just bring more users to their apps. So in addition to everything that we're doing on the user side in terms of surfacing the right apps to users, we're also making it so that developers can take action to make their apps more discoverable and to make users more likely to install it. So there's a couple big things we're doing there. The first one is we're making it really easy for developers to create advertising campaigns. Okay. So, you know, if you haven't tried it before, we want to make it possible with just a couple clicks to start advertising. So we have something new in the developer console called Universal App Campaigns. And all you need to know is just the total budget that you want to spend and the amount that you want to pay per user. And we just make it easy. Within a couple minutes, you can set up your whole ad campaign, and we'll go and we'll select the right inventory across Google Search, YouTube, AdWords, and the Play Store search ads as well.
Nice.
And so that's really easy. And so probably the next thing you probably want to see after that is, well, is it working? If I'm doing certain types of marketing activities, which ones are going well, which ones aren't? Where do I want to double down? Where do I want to cut back? So we have a new page that we're calling the conversion funnel. And so you're able to see all of basically user traffic in the Play Store, and you can see how many users looked at your page on Play, how many of them actually installed the app, and then how many went on to spend money. And you can also break that down based on how the user found your app. So you can see, oh, this ad campaign that I've created, this is how many installs it was able to get me.
Sweet. I also saw that you have like an A/B testing kind of thing in the Play Store itself, so you can test your listings.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, you know, a lot of developers say that they want to make the best store listing that's going to appeal to the most users. But how are you supposed to know if like a red icon or a blue icon is going to be most effective? And you could get in a conversation all day, but without any data, it's not really clear what you're supposed to do. So you can just create up to 3 different variants of your store listing in the Google Play Developer Console. And then we go on and we test those new graphics and tests across a bunch of users. Okay. And then we'll tell you, hey, it looks like this one here is the winner, and you can just switch over to it. You don't have to do any math, you don't have to write any code. We just create everything for you, and all you need to provide is the graphics and the text.
Nice. And like if I want to make changes to my graphic and text based on feedback from this testing, it's pretty fast for me to filter that into the store.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just make the change. We'll say this option is the winner, and you can just click on it and say, yep, I want to make that my new Play Store listing, and then very soon it'll show up there for everybody.
Cool. And one other thing that I saw that I was really excited by was developers can actually have their own page in the store where they list all of their apps. And I think that's really powerful.
Yeah, we're really excited about that too. You know, some developers have maybe just 1 or 2 apps, but other developers have a very large catalog actually of what they've created. And a lot of developers have told us, well, wouldn't it be nicer if there was just a single place in the Play Store where they could send users? They could say, check us out on Google Play and send, you know, the users to that one page. So now we've made it so the developers can customize that page. And they can really give it a flavor of their brand by putting custom graphics there. And then if they have a certain title, maybe they've just launched a new game, they can just feature that one at the top of the list. And then users can go on and explore the other apps and games that they have too.
And I personally found it's a great way to discover things that I like, is that usually if I like one app from a developer, it's like liking a book from a particular author, right? That you tend to like the other ones from that author.
Yeah.
So if I have that page where I can see the other apps from that developer, it's great for me as the user, and it's great for that developer too.
Yeah, absolutely. We really hope that this can be a way to build loyal fans like you, where you say, oh, I like the first game from this developer, I'm going to try the next one, and the next one, and the next one after that.
Exactly. So, and like if I'm an app developer, how do I go about getting one of those pages or setting that up?
Well, it's all in the developer console again, so you just go there, you click on your store listing, and there's a new experiment section, and you can set up all the different experiments that you want to run. Wow. And you can go from there. And so, you can also go to find your developer page in your profile section too.
Cool, so basically the console is a one-stop shop for all of this stuff.
Yeah, anything that you want to do on Google Play, you can just go to the developer console right there.
Cool, well thank you. Is there anything else? I mean, we've covered so much.
Gosh, I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So a lot of great new announcements today, and thanks so much for coming, Ellie. This has been fabulous, and great job with the keynote this morning. It was just wonderful. We've looked at so many new things that are available in the Google Play developer console. There's, as Ellie mentioned, there's the advertising, there's the A/B testing, there's the developer page, there's the family-friendly stuff, and there's great new stuff available for Play Games developers. So we just go and check out the Google Play developer console. If you're submitting any apps, if you're submitting any games, there's lots of great new tools on there for you. So thanks, Ellie.
Thank you.